Let's go out and do some photography. Here we are outside. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing these headphones, it's because it's really cold today. It's the sunniest but also coldest day of this week. It's mid of April, but it almost seems like we are in winter again. A beautiful yet cold winter day. So what are we doing out here today? This is actually take 3 for this video. Damn, I'm out of breath walking up the hill. Whew. Let me catch my breath a little bit. So as I said, it's take 3 on this video. The first time I recorded this, it was a beautiful Saturday, but I really wasn't happy with my recordings. And the second time I recorded it, well, that's one of the 2 projects I deleted last week. So what are we doing out here? As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, it's all about photography. I've had this camera, the D7100 from Nikon, for about 4 years, I think, but I've never really gotten used to taking photographs. I mean, when I'm on vacation, of course, I take some photos of landscapes, but that's mainly it. I never really got into photography, and that's what I challenged myself to do today. More on this later. So, what's the challenge that I'm setting for myself? Well, as I said, I've taken my camera with me, and I have with it a single prime lens. So, challenge is to take interesting photos in this forest using this camera with the prime lens. And well, let's be honest, I've also taken photos 2 last times that I went out, and I'm also including those in this video. So what's the challenge using a single prime lens? Well, obviously that you cannot zoom, so you only have one single field of view. Because it is a prime lens, you also have a big aperture, which means that you can get a nice shallow depth of field. I wonder, is this what photography is? Getting into weird poses to get nice angles of random stuff. So actually I forgot to mention the reason that I'm filming this video. Or well, that I'm doing this specifically. The thing is that as soon as I got this camera, which was like all the money I had back then in 2014, no. Was it already 2014? Yeah, it was 2014, I think. So the thing is that when I got this camera back then, I really started to dig deep into all kinds of theory about photography. So very soon I learned about all the theory behind photography. I know about the rule of thirds, I know about leading lines, which is kind of the basics of photography. But I also quickly learned how to use the camera to get the exposure correctly, to get the blurriness or the sharpness that I need, and also to get the depth of field that I need. So aperture, shutter speed and ISO are no problem at all for me. But still, I don't think that I'm good at photography, because I kind of lack the experience of a photographer. I don't have the eye of a photographer. So I'm doing all these random photos here. Are they actually pleasing to you? I mean, I do like some of them. Sure, photography is something very subjective, but what I certainly want to do is to spend more time with photography, going out, taking photos of random stuff like I'm doing today, and see if I can develop that eye of a photographer for the future. I decided to take you with me once again to share my thoughts with you about photography and how I intend to develop my skill as a photographer. Alright, I've been relaxing enough, let's continue. So that's it for today and for this little trip to the woods for photography. It's a beautiful day. The only thing that is missing is the temperature to go up by about 10 degrees Celsius. But what else can one expect from April, right? Let me know what you think about my photographs. Do you like any of them, or do you think that all of them are complete garbage? I mean, most of them are probably garbage, but still. It isn't that easy to get into photography now, is it? Well, I do like some of them, but you can only get better by trying, right? So yeah, let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching and see you next week for a more cinematic video. Bye bye.